The second chapter, or the second bayan in the Kitab Kasr al-Shahwatain, the Imam gives it the title, An Exposition of the Benefits of Hunger and the Evils of Satiety. And here, he does not so much list the hadiths and the athar, which is done in the previous chapter, as to present his own analysis of what all this could mean. So he says, now you may ask, this great merit which attaches to hunger, from what thing does it proceed, and what reason is there for it? For hunger comprises nothing more than hurting the stomach and enduring torment. And if there be reward in such things, then man should be rewarded generously for every hurt which he sustains, including blows which he inflicts upon himself, cutting his own flesh, swallowing loathsome objects, and similar actions. You should know, however, that such words resemble the statement of a man who takes and profits from medicine, and who, declaring that its benefit proceeds just from its unpleasantness and its bitter taste, then takes to swallowing everything which tastes unpleasant. This is a mistaken attitude, for the benefit lies in a special property which is present in the medicine, not in its bitter taste. Just as the physicians alone are aware of this property, so too is the reason for the beneficial nature of hunger known only to the great scholars. Whoever makes himself hungry, having believed that the revealed texts which praise hunger must needs benefit, even if he does not know why it is beneficial, in the manner of the man who takes medicine and benefits without being told how it profits him. But despite this, we shall explain this matter for the benefit of those who wish to rise from the level of belief to that of understanding, because Allah has said that He will exalt those who believe amongst you and those who have knowledge to higher degrees. يَرْفَعُ اللَّهُ الَّذِينَ آمَنُوا مِنْكُمْ وَالَّذِينَ أُوتُوا الْعِلْمَ دَرَجَاتٍ. And then we see a particularly fine and acute example of the Imam's very methodical approach. I mentioned earlier that one of the reasons the ulama esteem the Ihya is that it is brilliantly set out and structured. That's why it's sometimes referred to as the great encyclopedia of Islam. You can look things up very quickly. And here he says hunger has 10 benefits. So he now proceeds to list them. First of these is the purification of the heart, the illumination of the natural disposition, and the sharpening of one's insight. This is the kind of experience that we have when we're fasting. For satiety, eating one's fill engenders stupidity and a blindness in the heart, and increases the vapors of the brain to produce a form of intoxication, so that the sources of thought are repressed, and the heart finds it a burdensome thing to think and to perceive things with any rapidity. A child, when it eats too much, becomes unable to memorize things, and its mind is corrupted so that it becomes slow and dull-witted. And then a quote from Abu Sulaiman al-Darani again. Make yourselves hungry, for this abases the soul, softens the heart, and yields heavenly knowledge. And then a saying from Ibn Abbas, whom we know, of course, as the cousin of the Rasul alayhi salatu wasalam and the great mufassir of early Islam. The Rasul alayhi salatu wasalam once said, the heart of whomsoever eats his fill and then sleeps will grow harder. Then he declared, there is a tithe, a zakat for everything, and the zakat of the stomach is hunger. Then a quote from Imam al-Shibli. This is Ibn Jahdar al-Shibli, a great Maliki alim, a pupil of Imam al-Junayd, lived in the early 4th century of the Hijrah, and known often for his ecstatic utterances and occasional eccentric behavior. I've never hungered for a single day without beholding in my heart an open door of wisdom and an ability to be admonished which I had never seen before. Again, our nearest experience of this is Ramadan, because that's usually the only time when we're significantly hungry. If you listen to the Quran or the Hadith or a religious discourse while you're hungry in Ramadan, assuming that you're not so slothful that you just switch your mind off, but if you're paying attention, you will find that it's more effective. And this is because of the spirit of detachment from the world which the hunger induces. So that's the first benefit of hunger.